Romans chapter 3. What then is the advantage of the Judahite? Or what is the profit of circumcision? Much from every standpoint, primarily because they were entrusted with the oracles of God. For what if some did not believe? Will their unbelief nullify the faithfulness of God? May it not be. Yes, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it has been written, so that you might be justified in your words, and you might come off victorious in your being judged. But if our unrighteousness establishes the righteousness of God, what shall we say? Is God who inflicts vengeance unrighteous? I speak in the manner of men. May it not be. For how then will God judge the world? For if the truth of God abounded through my falsehood for his glory, why am I still also judged as a sinner? And why not say, as we are slanderously reported, and as some, the judgment of whom is deserved, report us to say, let us carry out the evil things, so that the good things might come? What then? Do we excel to advantage? Undoubtedly not, for we have previously convicted both Judahites and Greeks to be under sin. As it has been written, there is not a righteous man, not even one. There is nobody who understands. There is nobody who searches after God. All have turned away. They are altogether worthless. There is not one showing kindness. There is not so much as one. Their throat is an open tomb. With their tongues they have deceived. Poison of asps is under their lips. Their mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Destruction and misery are in their paths, and they have not known a road of peace. There is no fear of God before their eyes. Now we know that whatever things the law says, it says to those under the law, in order that every mouth might be stopped, and all the world might be under judicial decision of God. Consequently, out of works of law, not all flesh will be pronounced righteous before him, for through law comes the acknowledging of sin. But at this present time, the righteousness of God apart from law is brought to light, having been testified to by the law and the prophets, and the righteousness of God through the faithfulness of Jesus Christ, towards all and over all those who believe, for there is no distinction. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, being pronounced righteous freely by his merciful goodwill, through the redemption in Christ Jesus, whom God preordained as a mercy seat, through faithfulness in his blood, as a declaration of his righteousness by reason of the passing over of sins having occurred before, in the forbearance of God, the declaration of his justice in the present time, for him to be just, and pronouncing as righteous him who is of faithfulness of Jesus. Where then is boasting? It is excluded. Through what manner of law? Of works? No, but through a law of faithfulness. Consequently, we reckon a man to be pronounced righteous through faithfulness, apart from works of law. Or of Judahites is he God only, and not of the nations as well? Yes, of nations as well, seeing indeed that God is one, who will pronounce righteous the circumcision out of faithfulness, and the uncircumcision through faithfulness. Do we, then, make the law of no effect through faithfulness? May it not be. Rather we establish the law.